Righto, so I made myself a little radius tool. I'm just going to radius, this is the very top. This is one I prepared earlier. I've already done one. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. I'm trying a different camera angle today, so let me know. Anyway. We're going to run this in, nice and steady. You can probably see better than me, to be fair. Just like that. And then we'll give it a quick clean up with a file. And that'll polish up lovely. So, we're going to spin this around. We'll take it out, turn it around, and cut this down to 30mm with a tape on. Righto. Have a quick slug of brew, quick slurp it. So I've set my compound to 18 degrees, which is the angle, as far as I've managed to work out, is the angle that will get me 30mm diameter at the base and a 30mm long taper, which will mean that gives me plenty of meat to have my inch hole for the handlebars in the centre of the parallel bit at the top. So I'll make some noise. I'm going to have an exploratory. And this is going to be one of them long processes, so I'll get these couple of cuts done, right? And then I have to clear the fucking swarf, and then come back, see where I'm at, wind in a bit, cut again, and so on and so forth. You know, it looks too fucking steep to me, but I don't know. I'll keep at it, and you can join me near the end. Right. This should put us about there. So, we're nice and steady. Nice interrupted cut over those pinch bolt holes. I'm hoping this whole thing is about there. I'll have a measure up. There we go. That's off the end, that's it. Good. So it's really tricky to measure this, as it happens, because it's fucking on a taper, isn't it? So you're always going to get it a little bit bigger than you think, because you're up the hill a little bit. That's 30.79. And that you can fucking do as well, I reckon. I think that'll be just fucking nice. Happy days. So, I'll get this out of the fucking way. Create that edge. Just give that a bit of a one of them. Quick polish. And that's one down, one to go. Okay, onwards and upwards, my friends. I've spared you watching me set this up, but what I've done is, I need to alter that actually. This parallel's right in the fucking way. and I need it to be not. So we need to change things a little bit, I think. Oh yeah, I can see that for sure. So I'm gonna have that out if I can. If I can't, I need to reset up. But I'll set up just the same. I found this edge, and I've come to the middle point, and I found that edge, and I've come down 23mm, and that gets us dead where that centre is. Now what I need to do is drill this out. I'm going to take it out to 22mm with drill bits, and then we'll use the boring head to get it out to 25mm, which will be the finished size. Also worth noting is the rest of the setup. I fucking tried every way and thought every way, and you know, I tried to work it out. And this for me works. I've got plenty of clearance underneath. I'm holding it nice and true, and I've used this little parallel to line up with the 3 holes. So the 2 clearance holes, these 2 clearance holes there. Look, I've used a straight edge across there to find that. Tried all sorts, trying to work ways out with V-blocks and all sorts of silly shit, but I think this is going to be the simplest, bestest way of doing it. So I'll leave them parallels in because I'm worried it's going to move, but I don't think it will. Let's have a look. And we'll get that started. Give it a good rip in, and we'll change that out. I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go straight in with this, whatever size that is, 16, and then out to 22. So I'll change the tooling and join you. So I've angled you down, and I've also turned the LED off because it was really fucking glary on the screen. So hopefully you're going to see what I'm doing. I'm just going to run this through nice and steady. Back it up. Get a WD. And just keep working my way through. And here we go. Awesome. Right. So now we switch out to the big drill and do it all again. That's permitting there's room. It's not really any longer. Oh yeah, there is room. So there we go. Slow it down a bit. Although that's just to prevent any shade. You see, these bits have got flats, 3 flats, so that a truck can grip them. And then we go with the 22. Right. I would expect a bit of a commotion when we first begin. Nice and steady. We'll work our way through with this. Watching out for these helicopters on the way. See, I do 1 turn and then just back off a little bit just to break the swirl. Although you wouldn't know looking at it, would you? Look. Fuck about. Get this stringy fucking shit. There we go. WD. Stop it sticking. Don't want no fly shit on the end of the tooling, do we? So there we are, through with that bastard. So that concludes the drilling on this job. Next I'm going to switch out to the boring head. Let's get this crap off. We'll switch out to the boring head. And we'll take that to 25mm. Now the handlebars are 25.4. That 0.4 of a mil will be taken up by the slot and some. So I think 25 will give us nearly half a mil extra that we don't need to cut slot. I don't want a thick slot. That's what I'm waffling on to say, like. So we'll be 25. Let's change out to the boring head and then we'll go from there. Right, so we've had a bit of a clean up, fitted the boring head. What I've done, I've used a bit of marker pen inside the back edge of this hole, and just turning the tool out until it gives me a witness mark, which I don't think you're going to be able to see. But once we get that, I think we'll be golden. I'm just going to adjust the tool as well. I'm going to twist it a little bit, if I can, which I can. Give me a bit more of a lead, because I don't want it rubbing. Do it. Put it tight. Put a tool in. We'll just nearly. So we're oh so close now. A little bit more. Right, that is just giving us a witness mark. So we'll drop it out of the job and we will go. What are these gradients? 0.0 of a millimetre. One division is 0.2. 0.02. So 5 is 0.1 of a mil. Yeah, right, so we're going to go, let's just go nice and steady, do a clean up pass and we'll set it at 0 there, and see how we go, eh? Bit of an exploratory. Down she goes. Bit of lube, keep it sweet, and really this should be just 22.5 maybe, 22.25, just waiting to break through. In a minute now, if you please, because I'm running out of tool. Come on, you bugger. Come on. Yep, so we're good. That's golden. We're all clear at that. What I'll do, I'll have a measure. I'll take a few cuts. Once we get this out of the way. Easier. I'm looking at 22.39. That's showing. So if we go turn this way so I can see, let a dog see the rabbit. I think we could go half a mil, which will take us out to 23.39, won't it? So that's there, and that could be 23.39. and so on and so forth. And you can join me when we get nearer to the final side. Right, this should be about 24 and a bit. That's a scientific measurement, isn't it? Alright, let's have a look. So we've got 24.26. So we could go another half a mil to give us a mil off and be at 25.26, which is fine. 25 is fine. 25.4 fine. I want to keep them the same though, so the slot's not obviously wrong. So I'm going for, we want 74.74 of a mil. So we need to half that, and that is 0.37, isn't it? So we'll go, we can't really do, we'll go 0.2, 0.3, we try not to put myself in shadow. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but there's 0.3, 2, 4, 6 and a half, which is 7. So this should be it, finished size. Bit of lube, because that's what separates us from the animals. Check out the t-shirts and mugs, etc. on my Merc store below. This should give us 25, near as fuck it is to swearing. And I have to say, looking down the hole, she's pretty. Yeah, nice finish going on down there. That's where I find out I'm proper fucked up. And I've broken through into my pinch bolt holes or something, I don't know. You know, it's all a bit of an experiment, to be fair. I can't see why this won't work. It's just coming through now. Oh, fucking hell, I've only just got enough tool out to do this fucking job. There we go. So, for an accident, I think that we're fucking there. Let's see what we got. We've got 20, well, not having that. We've got 24.8, 24.9, 25. We've got a need for a more accurate measure, so we're going with the fucking ball gauge, aren't we? Yeah. So it's just it's a bit wonky donkey. Let's have a look. Oh, that's telling me I'm a bit big. Try that again. Now make it big. Lock it. Oh, not that much. Lock it. It's not. I'm not happy. There we go. Come on now. Come on. I've got 25.29. There you go, yeah. So I was a little bit off. I should have used the dial gauge to nail it onto 25 instead of going on the
the scribed lines and the Chinesium graduations, but 25-25, that'll do me. I'll do the other one the same. What I will do is make a note on my whiteboard there, look, 20, oh God, look at that. Will the special kid come forward, please? That's me, I am special. 25.25. Right. And if I can find me fucking, there it is. Me fucking, bit of a rag on the arse end there, ain't there? But, apart from that is fucking nice. Nice, as Maddie says. It's a D-rag. It's all going to be filed up and polished, and I've got to split it, yeah, that's going to be the one, isn't it? I've got a slitting saw that I'm hoping will suffice. Just D-rag this. Use a pair of my old fucking pants. And Calvin's. Yeah. If I can show you that. The finish down that hole is nice. So now we need to split it 23 to the middle of the saw, split, and then tap the arse end of these holes for a bolt and hope that we've got enough clearance and bish bash bosh. Yeah, fucking happy days. So one down, one to go. Righto. We're now at the stage where we need to split the top from the bottom. Now, I've looked at lots of ways. My first thought was doing a milling machine with a slitting saw, and I've even got a 2 and 2.5 millimeter thickness pair of slitting saws, you know, thinking that that'll do it, but my engineer, Mr. Brian Douglas, once said to me, if you can do it in a lathe, do it in the fucking lathe, kid. So I'm going to part it off. 3mm, I'm going to take a 3mm cut, the right measurement down, so 23mm centre of slice, if you like. Yeah. And we're going to go straight in, and we're going to fucking part it off, so there we go. Just like that. This will be a continuously interrupted cut because we've got the handlebar hole, and not long into it we're going to meet the pinch bolt holes. So there you go. See how there's no exchange. Now we're into pinch bolt holes and handlebar holes. So it's quite clanky. I'm not sure that a cut-off slitting saw like would have been any better at doing it than this. Here we go. Any minute now it's going to drop off, I reckon. Just a bit of the sound of it. There we go. Ooh. Sat the juggler. So we'll have that off. I'm just going to reach over here and get that cap. There we go. So there's the top. There's the bottom. They need a deburr. They need these clearance holes. That's just kissing. I can see that's just kissing a tiny fragment of the tapping hole size there. Just not quite. Another half of a quarter of a mil that way would have broken through properly, but that's all right. We can nibble these holes out. We can hand file the bits and bobs. We can do this, that, and the other. And then all that it leaves is to put an M6 thread in these blind holes, and they'll be done. So I'll do all of those bits off camera, and I'll join you
back in my office, which is not my office, is it? It's at the table. I'll join you back at the table.
So, the deed's done. Here's one fitted up. I'll give him a quick Scotch-Brite pad. There's a few machining marks that look far worse in real life than the camera seems to be picking up, so they definitely need a good polish. But hopefully, let's have a look. You can see counter sun cars, and then we've got a big M12 up the spout. This one's too big, but you can see how it clamps on a bit of inch. And point of interest, because these are not precision engineered, I can't be sure that this cap's going to fit on the other riser and vice versa. So if that will pick up, see there's two little dots there, look, little centered mark, a 1 and a 1 and a 2 and a 2. So that goes on there. As I say, we've deburred, we've cut the threads, the M6 thread, and we've just counter bore tool thing, chamfer tool, that's a fucking word, chamfer tooled that off. I've not done that, have I, in the middle? That's going to be hard work. So the curvature, maybe derag it with a file or something. But job's a good one, so there we go. There's my risers. Much emulating of the shovel head there is there. So there is very, very similar in style. The biggest difference is these counterboard break through into the base. They don't on the shovel head, but the shovel head's got risers that clamp down on 1.25 inches, so a quarter of an inch bigger. You know, everything's a little bit chunkier on the old shovel head, ain't it? So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed it. That's part 6B. Not sure. I'll work out when I do the editing and string it all together. If you like what you see, it's just move your lot. Please subscribe and you'll see the rest of this as it's coming together. Check out my friends in the description below. Thanks for watching. Lots of love, everyone.